day, everyone. We are from Group 3, Tutorial Group 5. Welcome to our online forum. We have two representatives from the government side. The first one is Tenshui Maimeng.
Hi everyone, I'm Yumeng.
And the other one from the government side, we have Dr. Hu Wiki.
Hi everyone, I'm Vicky.
Meanwhile, we also have two representatives from the opposition side. The first one is our Professor Ayman.
Hi everyone, I'm Professor Muhammad Iman.
And we also have Dr. Daniel.
Hi everyone, my name is Daniel Muhammad Daniel.
So for today, we will discuss about two topics. The first one is the government plans to recognize digital currencies as legal tender by 2022. Do you agree? Why or why not? And the second topic will be government planning to switch regulatory bodies for crowdfunding from Security Communication Malaysia to Bank Negara Malaysia in 2022. Do you agree? Why or why not? Without any hesitation, let's begin the forum today with the first topic. We will start with the Tenshui Maimeng. So, Tenshui, what's your opinion?
Okay, thank you, moderator. As a representative from the government side, I agree with the suggestion to recognize digital currencies as legal tender by year 2022. Digital currency is a form of currency that is available only in digital or electronic form and not in physical form. It is also called digital money, electronic currency, or cybercash. So, why should the government recognize digital currencies as legal tender? In my opinion, digital currencies such as cryptocurrencies can help the global economy and build a better future. How does it say so? As we can see, there's already an entire industry built around cryptocurrencies, and it's held by institutions dedicated to supervising all the digital coin exchanges taking place throughout the world. The rate at which the cryptocurrency industry is growing earth-shattering, and this can be confirmed by early adopters that become rich overnight and found opportunities to grow financially. For example, Bitcoin, which is the most famous of these cryptocurrencies, has already permitted many people and companies to develop the flourishing, while many also rely on trading as their source of income. The economy is slowly shifting to adapt to these needs, and the cryptocurrencies has a great potential in satisfying them. This proved that the usage of cryptocurrencies had brought beneficial rise in economic activities. Moreover, by using cryptocurrencies, we can increase transparency of transactions. Since all blockchain and cryptocurrencies transactions are automated and digitized, they are all tracked in a distributed ledger. The best part about it is that it cannot be manipulated by other people or companies, which greatly diminishes the risk of fraud and cooperation. This means that the underdeveloped countries also have a greater chance of entering the financial transaction game and boost their economic and social prospects. What's more, citizens will be able to keep a track of where state funds will be oriented and will thus have a say within their own political climate. Furthermore, if the government recognizes digital currencies as legal tender, there will be no inflation that happens. Inflation is a big problem in many third world countries, where central banks inflate their currencies to try to keep their head above water. We also see it in the United States, where some continents the inflation rate is much higher on many items than the consumer price index indicated. With digital currencies such as cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, there is no inflation due to controlled quantity limits and the algorithms in the system. Therefore, all these statements prove that the cryptocurrencies have the potential to enable social and economic growth throughout the world, including in developing countries, by offering easier access to capital and financial service. Hence, I strongly agree that the government should recognize digital currencies as legal tender by year 2022, as it can bring a lot of benefits on our economic growth.
Oh, I see. Thank you, Tertiary, for a clear explanation about your point of view. So, how about opposition side, Professor Eman? What do you think?
Thank you, moderator. I am the representative from the opposition side. Tan Sri Mayuming, I see what you mean, but I am sorry because I do not agree that the government should recognize digital currencies as legal tender by year 2022. The nascent nature of the currencies is subject to a high degree of uncertainty. Online platforms have generated a large trading activity by speculators seeking to profit from the short-term or long-term holding of digital currencies. Cryptocurrencies are not backed by a central bank, a national or international organization, or assets or other credit, and their value is strictly determined by the value that market participants place on them through their transaction, which means that loss of confidence may bring about a collapse of trading activities and abrupt drop in value. In this case, cryptocurrencies will bring huge business risks to companies and also investors. Other than that, since cryptocurrency is essentially a cash currency, it has attracted a large set of the criminal community. These criminals can break into crypto exchange, drain crypto wallets, and infect individual computers with malware that steals cryptocurrency. As transactions are conducted on the internet, the hackers target the people, the service handling and storage areas through means such as spoofing and malware. Investors must rely upon the strength of their own computer security systems as well as security systems provided by third parties to protect purchased cryptocurrencies from theft. Moreover, cryptocurrency is highly reliant upon unregulated companies, including some that may lack appropriate internal controls and may be more susceptible to fraud and theft than regulated financial institutions. Furthermore, the software needs to be regularly updated and may be suspect at times. Sourcing the blockchain technology to vendors may result in significant third-party risk exposure. There's very little in the way of recovery. If the keys are stolen to a user's wallet, the thief can fully impersonate the original owner of the account and has the same access to monies in the wallet that the original owner has. For example, once the bitcoins are transferred out of the account and that transaction has been committed to the blockchain, those monies are lost forever to the original owner. Thus, we can see that the usage of digital currencies risks the business, and also there are still a lot of uncertainties in it. There is no doubt that cryptocurrencies are here to stay as technology advances. Public acceptance and confidence will take some time, but the risks will remain the same, some appearing to be more material and elevated than before for both the currency and the business. Hence, I disagree that the government should recognize the digital currencies as legal tender by year 2022. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Eman. Okay, well, looks like both government side and the opposition side have totally different kind of perspective. So, anyone else want to add on? How about you, Dr. Huwiki? What's your opinion?
Thank you, moderator. I'm the representative from the government side. I agree with what was presented by Tan Sri Mayumong just now, which supports the government to recognize digital currency as legal tender in the year of 2022. The reason that I agree with this plan is because digital currencies are able to provide more power to the entrepreneurs. There's never been a more prosperous time to do business than it is now, in a sense that blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies can help entrepreneurs receive payments in more currencies. BitPesa is one such company that helps business owners in Africa make financial transactions with European, American, and Asian companies. The aim is to help small and medium businesses everywhere to get better financial coverage and a liberated financial connection with the rest of the world. By using BitPesa and 10x Digital Wallet, entrepreneurs are able to quickly convert digital currencies into fiat currencies that they can later redirect into business investments, purchases, and also payments. The world is changing and it's changing quickly. The speed at which cryptocurrencies are taking over is a clear indicator that traditional financial institutions can no longer hold the fort so well and that other financial needs are arising and need to be addressed. Similarly, the world is facing a growing need to tear down borders. In search of a complete social and financial inclusion, this blockchain technology has everything it needs to address such issues. It will only be a matter of time until these cryptocurrencies definitely find a way into our lives, shaping them for the better with economic growth and inclusion in mind. Millions of people will now have the opportunity to invest, send money across borders, save money and start a business thanks to these amazing possibilities that cryptocurrency bring to the table. Besides, companies and businesses that use digital currency make it easier for international customers to do business with them. In this case, companies can increase their revenue. When they can position their business to receive money from people in other countries, they diversify to mitigate economic fluctuations in any local area. This gives them more revenue generating opportunities and it enables them to serve customers worldwide. With all the statements presented above, it is obvious that bringing in digital currency into our country will not only benefit the businesses, it also help in developing better economic growth. Therefore, I agree with the government's plan to recognize digital currency as legal tender in year 2022.
Thank you, Dr. Hu Yi. Now we understand that why the government would like to recognize digital currencies as legal tender. Anything to add on from the opposition side, Dr. Daniel? What do you think?
Yes, moderator. I would like to share about my opinion. I strongly disagree that digital currencies should be recognized as legal tender in our country, as cryptocurrency is a digital currency based on a rather complex blockchain technology. This technology was introduced into practice on a large scale just a few years ago. Today, the best experts in cryptocurrency and blockchain can be counted on the fingers. And these technologies are still developing. From learning cryptocurrency or blockchain, we need to know a lot of tweaks and curves of bands. Without understanding the details of cryptocurrency, it is unsafe to deal with it, especially for Malaysia that is still a developing country which does not have sufficient technology and expertise in cryptocurrency. Next, we all know that cryptocurrency is volatile. Today, the cryptocurrency was able to go through a crisis period in 2018 when the market continued to go down a bear market. The cryptocurrency market is quite volatile, so it is unpredictable. It can be risky to invest in cryptocurrency without understanding its risk factors. Due to the volatile market, a group of people is still not sure about this digital currency. Furthermore, digital currencies such as cryptocurrencies can be used for illegal transactions. Since the privacy and security of cryptocurrency transactions are high, it's hard for the government to track down any user by their wallet address or keep tabs on their data. Bitcoin has been used as a mode of exchanging money in a lot of illegal deals in the past, such as buying drugs on the dark web. Cryptocurrencies are also used by some to convert their illicitly obtained money to a clean intermediary to hide its source. Thus, I do not agree that digital currency should be recognized as legal tender.
Thank you, Dr. Daniel. So that's all for our discussion for the first topic. Seems like we have two different perspectives on whether the government should recognize the digital currencies as legal tender or not. Anyway, I believe that there's no right or wrong in either point of view. There are more for us to discover about this topic soon. Without wasting time, let's proceed. Let's proceed to our second topic today. The government planning to switch regulatory bodies for crowdfunding from Security Communication Malaysia to Bank Negara Malaysia in 2022. Do you agree with it? Why or why not? So we shall start from the government side first. Tan Shui Moimeng, please share your opinion.
Thank you, Ms. Lee. So, in my opinion, I totally agree that the government should switch regulatory bodies for crowdfunding from SCM to BNM in 2022. I think that Bank Negara Malaysia is more suitable to be the regulatory body for crowdfunding. Compared to Security Community Malaysia, because Bank Negara Malaysia acts as a banker and economic and financial advisor to the government. Bank Negara Malaysia also participates in a number of international meetings. Most of them are the meeting of the Southeast Asian nations and Southeast Asian nation plus 3, which includes China, Korea, and Japan. Southeast Asian Central Banks, Executive Meeting of East Asian and the Pacific, the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, and the international agencies, including the Bank of the International Settlements. The participation in the meetings are to strengthen cooperation with the international and financial community in key areas, such as surveillance, macroeconomic management, and the measures to enhance financial stability. It is to bring key issues which are important from a national or regional perspective to the forefront in order that Malaysian interests and interests of emerging market economic are given due consideration. Besides that, Bank Negara Malaysia also can ensure our country's financial stability. Financial stability creates a conducive environment for business to undertake their activities and for savers and investors to enter into short-term or long-term contracts. This is achieved by developing a sound, resilient, progress and diversified financial sectors which serves to support the sectors of the real economic. This is to ensure all economic sectors and segments of the society have access to financial services. In addition, Bank Negara Malaysia also oversees the nation's payment system infrastructure with emphasis on the efficiency and the security of the financial system. Moreover, Bank Negara Malaysia is also the sole authority in issuing the national currency and in managing the country's international reserves. Hence, all these rules of Bank Negara Malaysia can let our investors face a lower risk in losing their principal.
Thank you, Tan Shui, for sharing your opinion. Anyone from the opposition side would like to share your thoughts? Professor Edmund, how about you?
Okay, thank you, moderator. I know what is meant by Tan Sri Mayuming, but I have a different perspective. As we all know, the Security Commission has direct responsibility for rulemaking, enforcing regulations pertaining to the capital market, ensuring sustainable market growth and development, supervising capital market activities and market institutions, including the exchange, clearing houses and registered market operators, and regulating all entities and persons licensed under the Capital Markets and Services Act 2007. Over the years, the Security Commission has built a comprehensive and facilitative framework for Islamic funds, wealth management, as well as other ICM products. In addition, the Security Commission has been driving product innovation in the Islamic equity. On top of promoting education, training, consultancy, and research for the ICM, the Malaysian ICM today has the full complement of products, infrastructures, institutions, intermediaries, and investors contributing to greater depth and breadth of the entire capital market. Therefore, we can see that the Security Commission has done a very good job in managing the capital market, and thus it shows that they are more suitable to be the regulatory body for crowdfunding. Thank you.
I say thank you, Professor Edmund. Each side has their own perspective and explanation. Dr. Kuliki, do you want to add on for the government side?
Yes, thank you, moderator. I agree with what Tan Sri Mayumong has said just now, which is the government should switch the regulatory bodies for crowdfunding from SCM to BNM in 2022. As we all know, regulatory rules have been continuously enhanced with the adoption of international standards to instill appropriate risk management systems to enable financial institutions to undertake their intermediation function effectively. The enactment of new laws such as the Banking and Financial Institution Act in 1989 and the Insurance Act in 1996 has enhanced Bank Negara Malaysia's regulatory authority over the financial system. Regulatory rules are complemented with regular examinations of financial institutions and their close monitoring. The on-site and off-site supervision of all financial institutions under the purview of BNM is a vital process in ensuring financial stability. Furthermore, as a central bank in an emerging economy, BNM has an important development role. This role ranges from developing the necessary institution and market infrastructure, from the development of a modern and strong financial system, to contributing to the strengthening of the economy. In strengthening the financial market infrastructure, Bank Negara Malaysia has built a strong payment system. These systems are regularly upgraded to address the impact of technology on the banking system. To promote a good credit culture among banking institutions, BNM also operates the Central Credit Reference Information System. The first of its kind in this region, this system collects and disseminates credit information on all borrowers. This allows banking institutions to make informed decisions on loan application. By referring to all the statements above, it is obvious that BNM is more suitable compared to SCM to be the regulatory body for crowdfunding. Therefore, I strongly agree to the suggestion.
Thank you for your clear explanation just now, Dr. Hu. So lastly, Dr. Daniel, would you like to share your opinion?
Yes, thank you, moderator. Well, I get your opinion, Dato' Vicky. However, we need to look at criticism from another perspective. According to David Roy, the Secretary General of the International Organization of Securities Commissions, IOSCO, a labyrinth of rules and regulations around the world imposes a high cost on many businesses. The businesses might spend a lot of money and time to comply with regulations that ultimately prove to be ineffective and unnecessary. Besides, switching regulatory bodies will affect the political stability and political culture. A stable political system can make business-friendly decisions that promote local businesses and attract foreign investors. In the opposite way, unstable system present challenges that harm the ability of the government to maintain law and order. This has a negative effect on the business environment. Confidence of investors and customers will also be influenced, hence I disagree with this suggestion.
Okay, we understand what you mean, Dr. Daniel. Thank you for your sharing. Thank you to the representative from both sides. Our online forum has come to an end. About what we discussed just now are only from our point of view. I do apologize if we have made any mistakes. Thank you for watching our online forum and see you next time.